Investigators from Ukraine are in Tehran to find out why that 737 Boeing jet crashed yesterday. The leader of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council say they aren't ruling out a missile strike, an accident with a drone, or some type of explosion from inside the plane. Iran's aviation regulator insists that the plane was on fire before it crashed, killing all 176 people on board. Iran's quick response about engine failure and fires is raising some red flags with aviation experts, as you can imagine. Alexis Keenan is joining us now with more. And Alexis, what have you been able to discover, if anything?
So I've been talking with professors of aeronautics from MIT and as well as Georgia Tech, and they tell me that there's no way that within hours of this plane going down that Iranian authorities would have been able to tell that an engine fire, that's what they initially said, had caused the pilots to lose control of the aircraft and causing it to crash. They said no way you could tell from that position at that time that there would be a signature of an engine fire. So they're just saying it's a bit early to make that determination, calling into question why the Iranian authorities came out with that report. Now, today we're hearing that they're coming out with what they're still calling an initial report, but I'm going to say it's a second report here. Iranian authorities saying that they have tried to look at the signature of the flight path, and they're saying that the plane actually tried to turn back, though there was no distress call from the pilots, and also the GPS ceased at about 8,000 feet. They said that the jet was on fire, as you mentioned, before the crash. This is coming from that report. They're citing witnesses as well as another aircraft that was in the same airspace around the time that the plane went down. Also, the flight data recorder is damaged, they say, although its core memory is still intact. This is there's a lot of discrepancies here that we can point to between the reports from the Iranians and the Ukrainians. Ukraine saying that they are not going to rule out the possibility that there was a missile strike on this plane or some kind of external factor that would have caused it to come down. You have the nationality of the passengers at issue. Iranian news sources saying there were 147 Iranians on the plane, 32 foreigners. And then you have the Ukraine Foreign Ministry saying that there were 82 Iranians and 63 Canadians, 11 Ukrainians, Swedes, and Afghans. And so, that could be due to dual nationalities, dual citizenship from some of these folks. But nonetheless, there's a lot of questions that still remain unanswered.
This will be playing out for quite some time, I'm sure. Alexis Keenan, thank you.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.